Hi guys, so I'm finally be able to do my A.D reaction. And so, let's get into it. So I have been reading a lot of theories online, and the Spencer twin theory is like really up there for me because it makes sense with the full, like in season 7 episode 1 where it was like Hannah's subconscious, but Spencer was there and Spencer didn't have the fringe. She had like a long hair still. So I'm wondering if that was Spencer that was in her subconscious. And also,
a dream is an experience, and an experience is real. Do you understand? Maybe. Baby, don't say a word. Was gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing.
obviously if it's Spencer's twin, I think obviously she done it, maybe they give up her or whatever. They didn't, because you know Spencer's parents are like the shadiest people ever. So you don't even know if Mary, she was that confused in her head. She didn't even realise she had twins because obviously she was in a mental hospital. Maybe the medication didn't even make her realise she had twins. So maybe the father kept a secret from Mary that she had twins, and obviously maybe he gave up the other one, and maybe the other one got put in an asylum seeking place as well, just because obviously this twin theory makes a lot of sense because Spencer acts like this perfect, really nice girl, but and then sometimes she was on sleeping medication. In that time when Spencer's mom was like, it's like your evil twin was here and we didn't know which one was coming down for breakfast.
It was as if there were two of you living in this house, the Spencer we recognized and your evil twin, and we never knew which one was coming down to breakfast. You don't remember any of this? Right.
In 7B, Marlene said would get loads of hints who A.D is, but the only hints I've been getting is the one that Spencer's twin is A.D. It's kind of like iconic. Everyone's been talking about Spencer's A.D theory. It's like one of the most popular at the minute. But also in the interviews with Marlene, Sasha, when they Janelle, whenever they bring up a twin theory, they kind of like go all awkward and quiet when they ask that question, and when they bring up the Spencer one, they're all like awkward and like, well, you'll have to watch the episode and find out, which is kind of weird. So I think maybe the twin theory has got something big to do with that. They like try to avoid the question about twins all the time, so maybe that's why. But twin. And there was also a scene where Spencer was speaking to Ren, but in the previous episodes she never once told any of the girls that she was with Ren. She was with Ren, only Ezra saw it, and she told like Ezra not to tell anyone about this meeting, so that's kind of weird as well.
Ezra? Hey! Do you think that we could keep this between us?
Keep what between us?
That you saw him here with me.
Who would I tell?
I just really wouldn't want Detective Fury to find out about this.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course.
Just because why would she have to hide from her friends that she was going, or anyone, that she was meeting up with Ren? It's a bit weird unless she has a twin. And my second theory is, I think that Spencer, Melissa and Ren are A.D, both A.D, because it's weird how Melissa hasn't hardly been in, I don't think she's been in one episode of season 7, I can't even remember, but I don't even think she's been in one episode. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she comes back for the season finale. I mean, I get that Marlene is trying to bring as much characters back as she can, but it's Ren who's coming back and her in the same episode. It's a bit weird, so maybe both of them are A.D. Obviously, Marlene has confirmed there's going to be a year flash forward, so obviously they don't find out till a year later who A.D is. So I'm thinking, obviously, if they're coming back a year later, it could be for Arya's wedding they're coming back, but why would Arya invite Ren? She wasn't really like close to Ren at all. So it just makes sense really, doesn't it? Yeah, obviously that's like my main A.D theories, but obviously A.D could be anyone. Jenna's obviously a big suspect, but I think it would like let a lot of people down if it was Jenna, because I think we're expecting like someone who, you know, not like Emily, but like someone who acts innocent. Like Jenna, you can tell she doesn't act innocent, she's always up to things. But at the end of this episode, I want to know Jenna's reason why she was tormenting the girls. Obviously it's something to do with revenge, what Ali did to her, but I think it's got to be like more than that. Why, after 5 years, she's still trying to torment them? Why did she help Noel try like kill them basically? Like that's what we need to know as well. Why does Jenna sort of come into this? Why is she here? And why? It's just a big question of why they did it. You can't really judge like why they did it, but I don't think Paige is A.D. I did at one point, but I think the only intention she wanted was Emily, and obviously like it makes sense a little bit why, but I don't know, I don't think Paige is A.D. Yes, she's had her suspicions here and there, but generally I think she's grew up from the full thing. I feel like the best thing she felt like she had to do is just get away from all the drama, because she knows what Emily obviously loves Alison, and I don't think Paige felt like she was ever going to get rid of Alison, because she knows how strong Emily's feelings of her. So I think that's why. And obviously the full Ren and Melissa thing, obviously they got back together, so, and they've been kind of like rocky since that time where Melissa met up with Hannah. I think it was 6B or the start of 7, I can't remember. There's so many seasons. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting if Melissa was A.D. I think a lot of people think Melissa is A.D. But I think the big question that we all need to hear is obviously why, if it is Melissa, why this is your sister, unless Melissa is helping Spencer's twin. So it just makes sense. Why would Melissa do this to her sister? What has Melissa got against Alison and everyone so much? Why does she want to find out who Charlotte's killer was so badly? She obviously has some feelings towards Charlotte. There's got to be more of a story, because in the previous episodes we've noticed as Melissa as this person who wants to protect her sister, and she clearly didn't like Charlotte the way, like, obviously the flashbacks have showed and scenes, she doesn't like Charlotte. So why would she want to find out who Charlotte's killer is, and why would she torture Hannah for it? So that's the big question that I think we need to know, is why everyone says we'll be happy who A.D is, and we'll be happy with the closure. We'll like, I'm glad it's going to be a 2-hour episode, because I think that's what we really need, like 2 hours. But yeah guys, thanks for watching this video, and let me know your A.D theories down below, because I definitely think Spencer has a twin. I don't even think like Spencer, you know, like the scene with her and Toby, I don't even think that was Spencer, because Toby was like, this doesn't really seem like you, Spencer. And then Spencer was just like, well...
What's going to happen is going to happen.
That doesn't sound like the Spencer I know.
No surprise.
You don't know who is Spencer and who isn't, but they're like the key moments where I think it hasn't been Spencer. When she was with Ren, when she was with Hannah, and obviously when she was with Toby in that love-making scene. So thanks for watching this, guys, and give this a thumbs up, and if you agree with these theories, give it a thumb up, and if you have any more theories, put them below so I know. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope we all can like talk about the finale probably next week, and then we'll be able to see who A.D actually is, which is going to be really exciting because it's what we've been waiting for. And yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Bye.